Hey, what up YouTube? It's Theo here from Insane Dragon Ball. Like my friend John would say, I'm back at it like a bad habit. That's right, I'm back with another figure review. Now this week I took a poll on Instagram and I asked everybody if they'd like to see me do a side-by-side comparison. So ask and ye shall receive, right? So this week we're going to look at the Marvel Legends Gwenpool and the Mafex Gwenpool. So two very different figures of the same character. Price points are a little bit different, quality is a little bit different, and you know how they work is a bit different, but I'm going to show you all. So let's get right in it. So here we have our two boxes. I didn't actually put the figures back in the box because there are so many accessories. I would have just found it too tedious and I would have given up. So I'll just start with the Marvel Legends, alright? So Marvel Legends is a line by Hasbro, okay? So they also come with Build-A-Figure pieces. So you can get 6 from the line, 7 in the entire line, and they each come with one piece of the lizard that you slot together. With the Gwenpool, it comes with the lizard tail. So in here, you'll have Legend Series. There's a cool G on the top for Gwenpool. The Unbelievable Gwenpool by Hasbro. The side of the box, there's a nice box art of Gwenpool there. Gwenpool on the back with her smartphone, with the peace sign, that's very cool, with the katanas on the back there, that's a backpack there, and also another box art of Gwenpool. There is also a little blurb about it there, if you want to pause it right now so you can read it. And that is basically the box art for the Marvel Legends Gwenpool. Now, with the Mafex Gwenpool, it's a bit more cartoony. So, Unbelievable Gwenpool, it's like a comic strip on the outside, which is really cool. So, on the side of the box, you've got her, that's unmasking herself, which is cool. Alright, and on the back, you've got some figure poses with different heads and the different accessories, which I will go into later. Marvel, Medicom Toy Corporation, Mafex. There you go, number 71, Gwenpool. For those of you who don't know, that's cool. That's really cool. Who Gwenpool is basically Gwen Stacy, who is Spider-Gwen, as a version of Deadpool. Now, she breaks the fourth wall just like Deadpool himself, but Gwenpool has all the knowledge of every comic, every movie out there. So, she's a very big nerd girl. That's the inside of the box. And much the same as the back sleeve there. Now, I know I usually do a white background, but today I thought I'd do a black background considering Gwenpool's outfit is half white and I didn't want to lose her. So, let's put these two figures side by side and do a little comparison. So here we are, side by side. We have both Gwenpools. The one on the left is the Mafex. The one on the right is the Marvel Legends Hasbro. Now, even though they are the same character, the Mafex one on the left is a bit more of a cartoon comic book version. The one on the right, more of like a realistic, you know, out of a movie type deal. Yeah. But looking at them side by side, it's obvious that the Marvel Legends is a little bit taller and a little bit more realistic, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's the better of the two figures, okay? So let's look at the Marvel Legends first, and then we'll dive into the Mafex. Alright, so Marvel Legends Gwenpool. She has these cool hands that, you know, form a love heart shape, if you can see that, which is cool. That's how she actually comes in the box, but this is the alternate head that I've put on her with the tongue poking out, very cheeky. Alright, so nice paint apps, it's very cool. The sculpt is nice, so even in the head there, which is kind of hard to focus on these lights. So you can see like the stitching in the head on the mask, pink eyes, they're nice and pretty. So that's the backpack, that's very cool. You've got 2 swords it comes with as well. I'll go through accessories soon. So what I kind of really don't like is that the way that where it's finished on the bicep, it's like that needs to be filed off. There's like this one little bit of plastic that didn't like, you know, I want to be in it, I want to make the cut, I want to be on the figure, but it, you know, and it stayed there. Very cool, very weird. Alright, so you've got the armbands there, they're sculpted on and then painted. That's cool. With the backpack, you've got some nice details in the straps on the backpack, which you can take off, okay? And these swords, they come out on both sides. The swords themselves, very standard when it comes to Marvel Legends. There's no shading on them. They're just, the handles are painted. The one brown color looks like there's a bit of overpaint over here. The backpack is nice. You know, there's got some nice sculpt in there, like it's stitched in the middle with the little penguin feet. Very cute. You know, she's got a mid belt, which is a bit, oh yeah, it's supposed to be up further. And when I'm looking at the other Gwenpool, this belt here with the G on it for Gwenpool is loose. It's kind of annoying at the same time. The legs, I'm not a big fan of the legs. These are the Marvel Legends legs. As you can see, they swivel from the top there. And it just looks a bit unnatural. And the knees, not very cool, you know. The thing about, see, with the Marvel Legends is you can see the pins, you know. And I guess that is the price point for figures like these. Spider butt, considering this was about 30 bucks. So, you know, this is about the lower end of adult figures. But as we like to say, you get what you pay for. When we come down here, those little pink bits are sculpted on. And you can see her socks. These are like some ankle guards, which is cool. That's all part of the one sculpt. And then the pink shoes with the laces sculpted on there as well. Very cool. But yeah, like I said, you can see all the movements, the pivot, everything. Alright, so we'll get to accessories on Gwenpool now. We've got the alternate head, so that's the smiling head, and you also have the tongue out head, okay? So there's a few sets of hands. The Love Heart hands are on the figure themselves, and then we have like a phone holding hand. We have some sword holding hands where they grab the sword. And we also have the peace sign. But this figure is also supposed to come with a smartphone, and for the life of me, in the pack, it didn't have it. It was supposed to be right there, and as soon as I got it out of the packaging that was mailed to me, I was like, where's the smartphone? Sucks, but, you know, I still have this one that I bought a couple of years back, you know. Yeah, little apple. Alright, so I'm going to show you a couple of things on this figure. So they're a bit different to the SHF when it comes to changing hands. So there's no ball joint. It's actually just one. You just pull this out. You see that? And the joint is actually on the hand itself. It's not actually a ball joint that you clip the hand onto. It just clicks right in there. So that's how you change the hands on these ones. The head is very easy. You just pull it off, as you can see, and then you just force it back on. Distinct click, very easy. The backpack you can remove. You just have to put their arms back and take it off, and I'm not sure you can remove the belt. I guess now's a good time to talk about articulation. So Marvel Legends are pretty good, so you can look all the way up. You can look pretty much, yeah, very far down, and then side to side, and very good range of motion either side there. The arms, they'll go like all the way up, but as you can see these aren't very desirable. If it'll focus on that, you know, that's just the price that you pay for these figures. Okay, that's how they get the good range of motion there. Yeah, that's there. So elbows, you can actually turn either side, which is, you know, no human could do that. So that's how you do it. And full 360 swivel on the hands, of course. The torso, it's an ab crunch down, not too far, ab crunch up, if you can see it. Now, the legs, yes, you've got full 360, which is very unnatural. Another thing I will point out, most Marvel Legends, they have like their code on the back here, which is kind of takes away from the whole part of being a figure, like the illusion of it being a figure of something, if you can understand what I mean. You can, in the groin area, you can see the pegs there, which is undesirable. There's a butt there, paint very good, but the backs of the legs are very, very lackluster. The skin tone on them is all right. I wouldn't say it's the best. It's very, I wouldn't even say tan. Very pale, but not pale pale. Very strange. The shoes, so down, up, no toe articulation like the SHF line, but we do have the ankle pivot. Okay, so that is Marvel Legends Gwenpool. Now let's have a look at the Mafex. And here we have the Mafex Gwenpool. Now, as you can see, she's very comical. She's adorable. Look at her. She's very cool. I like what they've done here. That's really awesome. So we have a look at the figure. She's very comical. Now the sculpt on this is very cool. So that's actually sculpted in there on the face. There is really cool. Like, it's like kind of like she has like little no, it's not an eyebrow. It's just a paint defect. That's cool. But she's very awesome. Now I want to say she's a very delicate figure to pose. Okay, first time when I was trying to put a backpack on, this is on a ball joint here, and I was pushing this back to put the backpack on, and the arm came off, and I was like, okay, we're doing this. Alright, so as you can see, like, the attention to detail is freaking awesome. So on the armbands, like, you've got like, the buckles on the wrist straps. That's freaking cool. Like, she's very photogenic, this one, that's like the belt underneath her, chest there. That's the G for the Gwenpool. This is actually solid on there. You can't take it off, much like the Marvel Legends one, but like the little, pouches with the buckles on there, with the little, very cool. We like that. This is a little sharky backpack. Little sharky, baby shark, do 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 do. So as you can see, the legs are a lot better on this one. There's no cut there to swivel it around, because as you can see, all you need there for swivel is your base there, which is awesome. Yeah, you can still see like the thingies, but it's not that big a deal. Alright, and the knees are a lot better on this one as well, which is just a single joint. Very clean, very articulate. She's very pretty. Now, I will go through now and look at the shoe detail. So you actually have different colored on the laces to the rest of the shoe. That's sculpted on there on the front of the shin guards, and then it's supposed to be socks on the back, but it's very accurate to what a comic book character would be. Alright, so let's go into the accessories. Okay, so along with the smiling head, we also have a cool scared head. That's pretty awesome. Have some awesome shots with that one. Cool scenarios. And we also have an unmasked Gwenpool head, which is cool, and she's got the pink tips on the blonde hair. Look at that in the paint. That's very cool. Oop, sorry. Nice big blue eyes. Like, the paint on this thing is super clean. Like, that's just to do with the sculpt there, that bit there. But it come out really nice. So 3 heads. We have the Sharky backpack. We also, look at the teeth on that. That's really cool. And we also have the penguin backpack. Little penguin. Which this one here is a lighter blue than the Marvel Legends Gwenpool. But it's super cute, super awesome. There's also a third back piece, which is the katana sword holders. Now you got to be careful with this when you play. This part here came off mine. I had to super glue it back on. Now these do come out, but it is only that part, just the handle of the sword. So you can take this out and you can have her holding one sword. Here's the sword. Here's the full sword here, guys. And so it looks like she's taken the sword out of these sheaths. And then this one just plugs straight back in there. Wonder if it's the right way around. But if you have a look very closely, like you see the pink, which is really cool, which is a lot better than the Marvel Legends one because that was just painted brown, just a standard katana. These are made for her. They're definitely Gwenpool's swords. So a lot of different hands. You've got 2-fisted hands. You've got a couple of peace sign giving hands as well. You also have a set of one hand to hold the smartphone that she comes with. That's pretty cool. So a lot of selfies. Gwenpool likes selfies. You've got waving hands, and you've also got some pointing hands as well. I also forgot to point out that when you have unmasked Gwenpool head on, there's also a neck piece that hangs on the back of her neck with the mask hanging off, which is cool. But you cannot have a backpack on and have that on at the same time, if that makes sense. So this figure here, I told you the Marvel Legends was about $30. Now, for the accessories, the sculpt, the paint, everything on this figure, we're into triple digits, you know. Okay? And she also comes with a little dynamic display stand as well, which is very handy. I'll also show you how to change the hands on the figure. So much like any other figure, it just comes off and it's just that piece there. So this is like the exact reverse of the Marvel Legends. So that peg is always there and you'll just peg it directly back in. It is very easy to come on and off. There's no clicking, there's nothing like that. Once it's on, it just stays there. It's not held there by anything, but that's why this figure is very, very delicate and you have to be gentle with posing her, okay? So for the Mafex Gwenpool, I'd like to give a shout out to Omocha Cafe, an independent figure retailer in Sydney, Australia, with a wide selection of Japanese toys and merchandise. SH Figure Arts, Mafex, Revoltech. Click the link in the description of this video to see what's available. Alright, time to measure them. So, centimeters first for everyone here down under. So, Marvel Legends Gwenpool is about 14.5 centimeters tall. And inch-wise for everyone on the metric system is just shy of 6 inches tall. Now, Gwenpool, Mafex. Whoa. Just over 13 centimeters tall. And 5.5 inches. Okay, so that concludes the review. So it's time for the verdict. So out of 10, I'm going to give the Marvel Legends Hasbro Gwenpool a 5. Alright, I think that's, fair with the, in terms of the, not so much the paint, but the detail, like the articulation, the way that the leg isn't finished properly, the knees are just ugly, and the, coat on the back of the leg, I didn't quite like that. So, that's a 5. I think that's well deserved. For the Mafex Gwenpool, I'm going to give an 8. So yeah, very happy with that figure. You can see where the dollar value difference is, where the extra money goes, guys. In terms of, paint, sculpt, likeness, posability, accessories, with the 3 different heads. You can get her in some really cool shots, especially if you just put her in with any other figure, because she works, she'll be like, oh, what am I doing in this, We like that sort of stuff. It's really cool. So 8 out of 10. So guys, make sure you do your research before you buy and spend your money. That's why I have this channel. That's why I enjoy doing this, because I do my research before I buy anything. You guys should do the same, and I hope you get a lot out of what I do. I hope you enjoyed this video. So that's about it from me. I hope you enjoyed the review. I did record a podcast this week with my buddy Mike from Canada, The Cup of Rad. So if you haven't already, please subscribe on iTunes, Spotify, or Google Play. The new episode drops tomorrow featuring me. So we're going to talk about some really awesome stuff, Dragon Ball included. Yes, I did differentiate from Dragon Ball this week, but I'm probably going to do Dragon Ball next week. And I might do a review of Broly, the new SHF. That's going to be cool. Alright? So guys, check me out tomorrow on tomorrow's Cup of Rad episode. And stay super. Alright, see you next time.